Hello, my beautiful MK Love fam. Welcome back to another episode. I'm Melanie Kate Love here, and thank you so much for taking time out of your day to join me here. Now, you probably clicked on this video because you're a little bit curious to see, are you someone that actually suffered with childhood trauma? So let me give you the definition and I'll break it down a lot easier for you. So according to the World Health Organization, child maltreatment is the abuse or neglect that happens to a child under 18 years of age. Now, let me break down exactly what that may look like. It includes physical abuse, which is physical hitting, beating, or shaking. Sexual abuse is sexual contact or exposure to sexual acts or materials. Emotional psychological abuse is threatening, insulting, ridiculing, or confining. And neglect is failing despite having the means to provide medical care, education, shelter, or other essentials for a child's healthy development. To put that into perspective for you, that's actually 1 out of 4 adults who have reported to have been physically abused as children. Now, 1 in 5 women and 1 out of 13 men have reported to have been sexually abused. Now, that's not even counting the people that haven't even spoken up for themselves. Like, as you can imagine, the sheer devastation of what those numbers would actually be like if these were truly accurate. So I just want to take a moment and to let you know, no matter where you are on your journey, I just want to let you know that your childhood trauma was not your fault. Healing is your responsibility. And no matter where you are in your life and how this pain has manifested in your lives and however that looks, like for me, I was physically and emotionally abused as a child. And that then manifested into me getting involved in a 4-year toxic relationship when I turned 18. And then from that, once that ended, I didn't feel like I had a soul anymore, and I was broken. And I allowed someone to break me, basically. And then I kind of went on this massive journey for 7 years trying to figure out who the fuck I was. And the way that I found that out is I moved away from the family system to figure out who I was without them, who I truly was, what were the lessons I needed to learn. So I was currently living in Australia. I then moved to England. My angels sent me all of these synchronicities and were like, you have to go. And I had the messages for 2 years before I even got to the courage to book that one-way ticket to London. Never even traveled outside of Queensland in Australia. Booked a one-way ticket to London, but I trusted the process. It was the ballsiest thing I have ever done. But I made that decision, and then when I rocked up in England, not initially, I moved to Chelmsford initially, which was really crazy. I didn't want to live in London because they just had the London bombings around the time I was moving. This was around 2009, and I was too scared to. So I moved to Chelmsford for a week, and I was like, hated it. And at the time I was a primary school teacher, and I'd walked around the town to all the schools, and I was like, this doesn't feel right. So I packed up all my stuff, got on a train to London, found one of those luggage lockers in Liverpool station, I think it was, and put my bags there, got on the tube, went to look at a house. I was like, yep, I'll give you the money right now. I need to move in. Like, I had nowhere to go. And in that house, the angels lined up 5 beautiful Canadians who I lived with for a year, actually. And they're still my best friends to this date. And yeah, we've been friends for over 11 years now. And I moved into that house, and it was like everyone in that house had something that they were going through, and we all became a family. And all those girls that were Canadian didn't even know each other. We just all formed and we made our own family, and it was exactly what I needed at the time, and all of them needed the same thing too. And then as I became stronger, then I moved out to all these other places. And it was interesting, along the journey, I was actually a vibrational match to different relationships. You know, they were mirroring to me things that hadn't healed. I got involved with a guy who was 14 years older than me, who had so many freaking blockages and would never call me his girlfriend. And he'd call me, he'd be like, come over. I'm like, sure. you know, it was an hour freaking train ride. Everywhere in London is like 40 minutes to an hour to get somewhere. And I would just come, you know, it was this little booty call, and I came all the time. And it was just crazy that I was at that stage, because now I'm thinking back at it. I'm now married to the most beautiful soul I've ever met. And he just gets better by the day, and it's like our relationship just deepens every single day. And I was like, I didn't know it was possible to love someone this much. And when I look back at like who I was like 10 years ago, I was like, my gosh, I was going through something, but I had to go through it. That was the thing. Like, I'm so grateful for all of the pain that I went through, because it made me really put myself first, and to be like, I don't want to be in that situation. I don't want to be in that situation ever again. And I know that I had to go through that. You know, when you're born into this world, I don't know if you believe in this, but I believe that you are born into this incarnation and you have a soul mission. And I believe that there was karma in your past, and you're coming here to restore the balance in the karma. Kind of like the temperance and the justice card in the tarot deck. And I believe that my soul mission is, well, my sun sign is an Aries in the 9th house of like higher knowledge and long distance travel. And I just have this quest for knowledge, and that's why I work with international clients all around the world. I have this YouTube channel to talk to you. Like, I love knowing about different cultures and everything. Anyways, I'm getting sidetracked. Where was I talking about again? Traveling, quest for knowledge. Oh yeah, born into this incarnation. And I just felt like this is what I had to learn in this life. And I'm so grateful for all of those opportunities, because they've made me who I am. And I now appreciate having a beautiful relationship. And I know that I have to work hard every day to maintain it. You know, it's so easy to fall in love. It's so easy to get married, you know, but it's like, in order to keep that, and it's like a choice every single day. It's a choice every day I wake up to make myself a priority and to make my relationship with my husband a priority. And I know what happens when you don't work on it. Like, my mum and dad are separated, will be divorced in however long, you know. I know what it feels like. So I just want to let you know, wherever you are on your journey, you're exactly where you need to be. Now, let me just pull you a tarot card just to give you some inspiration. There's a reason you clicked on this video and you're still watching now. So let's see what you need to know for today. One card for my MKL fam, please, angels. What do they need to know? Oh, they fell on the ground. Hold on. Okay, that was actually 2 cards that flipped up, and I could see one of them, and there's one that flipped down. So let me pull. Oh, whoa. Okay. Oh, this is exciting. Okay, so we have the Page of Cups. Now, the Page of Cups, she's a woman that's holding a big pentacle. Pentacle in the tarot deck is basically abundance, however that looks like for you in your life. Ooh, I can feel the emotions coming up. You know when you feel like you're going to cry, but you're not, but you got that funny feeling? No, it's in your throat. I kind of feel like it went whoosh, up here. So the Page of Pentacles is somebody who gets like a second lease on life. It's somebody who's like, knows that she can create everything that she wants in her life. And it's just that reassurance that you are on the right path and everything is working out for you. That card fell with this card, the Queen of Cups. The Queen of Cups, Queen being the mother. Notice that she's half in the water and she's half out. So she has very balanced emotions. So a mothering energy that has balancing emotions. She's got her hands like this to surrender to the process, however that looks like for her. She's someone who's been on a massive journey. She's gone from the Ace all the way up to the Queen. So she's gone on a journey. There's only one more card after this. Hold on, the sun's just come up. There's only one more card after this, which is the King. So it's like you are so close. So you must have put in a lot of work. Like, you don't just get this card for no reason at all. You have put in a lot of work. So the fact that you're here, you're watching this video, this is a massive synchronicity to be like, you are on the right path. Whew. Okay, let's see what the other card is. This is the one that was facing down. So the Knight of Swords. And then I heard that song, I'm walking away from the troubles in my life. I'm walking away. Oh, I want to find a better day. From Craig David. So the Knight of Swords is somebody who is very spontaneous. He's someone who's ready to rush into battle. He's someone who's ready to chase after his dreams. Now, swords in the tarot deck actually refers to challenges. He's got his motorbike there, but he's also got a bow and arrow on his back, so he's protected. So he's got an escape, but I don't really feel like it's an escape. I kind of feel like, you know how people are like, you're running away. Like my sister used to say that when I moved, or I've lived in other countries many a times. And she always used to say to me, you're running away. I'm like, no, I'm finding myself, you know, there's a difference. Your perspective is I'm running away, and me is like, I'm running towards me. You know, like you see in those emotional movies, like the scenes where they're at the airport and they're about to see each other and they're like running like this in slow motion. It's like you are running towards what fills your soul. So how do I piece that together? Running towards what feels good for you. It's like this new wave of abundance is coming up. You are at the stage where you're surrendering to the process, and you're making decisions from a place of love and not fear anymore. So that's huge. That's something that totally needs to be celebrated. So wherever you're on the journey, let's just do a quick little breath in and out. Okay, are you ready? Breathe in. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Sigh, exhale at the mouth. I'm going to do this one more time, but this time I want you to really dig deep, because there's probably something that's holding on to your chest. Put your shoulders up, back, down. Keep the heart chakra open. Chin just a little bit up to keep the throat chakra open. Let's try that again. Breathe in. And hold. 2, 3, 4. Sigh out the mouth. And open. How do you feel? Okay, my loves, if you are at the stage where you're actually ready and willing to heal and you want to find out more, check in my description or melaniekatelove.com/free training. I've created a free 20-minute video which teaches you how to heal your emotional pain within 8 weeks. It's very interesting training. I'm very, very proud of it. Then once you go through the training, if you feel that you're ready to take it to the next level, I have 45-minute sessions open to chat with you for free to find out where you are in your journey, where exactly do you want to be, and are we a vibrational match to actually work? If we are, I will invite you into my 8-week coaching program. Keep in mind, I work with 4 clients at a time, and I do have a wait list, and I only work with people that are committed to making their healing journey their top priority. So many people say that they want to heal, but when it comes down to it, they chicken out and they go from the freedom lover to the fear junkie. It's like, where are you? Anyways, that's what I have for you today. I'm going to leave you with some power affirmations to help to reprogram your subconscious mind, because 95% of your thoughts on a day-to-day basis came from the shit that went down in your childhood, in the first 7 years of your life. So I'm going to say thank you so much for joining me here today, and then I'll play some power affirmations. I'll loop it for about 5 minutes. Just play them on repeat. I highly recommend you lay down, put your legs up against the wall. Helps to change the blood flow. And with the headphones in, it's going to help to reprogram your subconscious on a deeper level so you can't hear any external noises or whatever is going down where you live or wherever you are listening to this right now. If you actually listen to the power affirmations morning and night for 7 days, you'll be able to see a dramatic improvement on how your life begins to shift. Anyways, I need to love and leave you. Thank you so much for being here. Just remember, your childhood trauma was not your fault. Healing is your responsibility. Have an amazing day wherever you're on the world, and I will see you soon. I am so happy and grateful now that I am free of the fear of mistakes and failures. Mistakes and failures are good and necessary to achieve success. I act without fear of failure. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel safe in my own home. I love that I feel comfortable both inside and outside my home. It brings me so much inner peace. I am so happy and grateful now that it is safe for me to go to sleep. This makes me feel calm, in control, and filled with gratitude. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in the process of positive change. Everything is always working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I am free of the fear of mistakes and failures. Mistakes and failures are good and necessary to achieve success. I act without fear of failure. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel safe in my own home. I love that I feel comfortable both inside and outside my home. It brings me so much inner peace. I am so happy and grateful now that it is safe for me to go to sleep. This makes me feel calm, in control, and filled with gratitude. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in the process of positive change. Everything is always working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I am free of the fear of mistakes and failures. Mistakes and failures are good and necessary to achieve success. I act without fear of failure. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel safe in my own home. I love that I feel comfortable both inside and outside my home. It brings me so much inner peace. I am so happy and grateful now that it is safe for me to go to sleep. This makes me feel calm, in control, and filled with gratitude. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in the process of positive change. Everything is always working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I am free of the fear of mistakes and failures. Mistakes and failures are good and necessary to achieve success. I act without fear of failure. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel safe in my own home. I love that I feel comfortable both inside and outside my home. It brings me so much inner peace. I am so happy and grateful now that it is safe for me to go to sleep. This makes me feel calm, in control, and filled with gratitude. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in the process of positive change. Everything is always working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I am free of the fear of mistakes and failures. Mistakes and failures are good and necessary to achieve success. I act without fear of failure. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel safe in my own home. I love that I feel comfortable both inside and outside my home. It brings me so much inner peace. I am so happy and grateful now that it is safe for me to go to sleep. This makes me feel calm, in control, and filled with gratitude. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in the process of positive change. Everything is always working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I am free of the fear of mistakes and failures. Mistakes and failures are good and necessary to achieve success. I act without fear of failure. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel safe in my own home. I love that I feel comfortable both inside and outside my home. It brings me so much inner peace. I am so happy and grateful now that it is safe for me to go to sleep. This makes me feel calm, in control, and filled with gratitude. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in the process of positive change. Everything is always working out for me. I am so happy and grateful now that I am free of the fear of mistakes and failures. Mistakes and failures are good and necessary to achieve success. I act without fear of failure. I am so happy and grateful now that I feel safe in my own home. I love that I feel comfortable both inside and outside my home. It brings me so much inner peace. I am so happy and grateful now that it is safe for me to go to sleep. This makes me feel calm, in control, and filled with gratitude. I am so happy and grateful now that I am in the process of positive change. Everything is always working out for me. I surrender to the process and I set myself free. All is well.